Hello, lovelies. This is 5 Minute Manifesting, and I'm your host, Lovey Brown. Thank you so much for listening. I'm thrilled that you're here. And today, I want to talk to you about this thing about your focus manifests. And so I often say that on this podcast. It's your focus. It's your sustained thinking. That was what yesterday's episode was about. Your focus manifests. So now let's just talk about some examples. What do you want? What do you want? Like, what is the feeling of the thing that you want? And don't be afraid when I say what is the feeling of the thing that you want, that you have to figure out a way to feel something that you don't feel. It's just naming it. You're just naming it. Do you want joy? Do you want love? Do you want the feeling of freedom that comes with abundance and financial means? Do you want ease? Do you want peace? Do you want calm? Do you want excitement? So I'm not asking you to feel that thing yet, but I am asking you to name it. Name the feeling that comes along with the thing that you're manifesting. Because that's really what you're manifesting. I know we all want the thing. We all want the relationship. We all want the money. We all want the job. We all want the weight loss. We all want to look the way we want to look. But that comes with a feeling. So try to come up with the name of that feeling. Let's say the feeling that you're after is joy. We'll just use an example of one of the ones I named. So what you're going to do then is you're not going to force yourself to try to feel joy when you don't feel joy. That's not what I'm talking about. That's not what we're doing. But you are going to focus in your internal world, in whatever way you can, and whatever way you know how to do, on joy. So let's look at how that could look. Maybe you get a notebook and a pen, or you get out your phone and the Notes app, and you just write the word joy over and over again. Maybe instead of writing the word joy over and over again, you write different words that you could use for joy. Joy, happiness, exuberance, whatever words make you feel joyful, radiant. So you can just write a bunch of different words. Then you also could write down experiences that you've had in the past where you felt the feeling that you would like to experience again. Maybe you went to a fair or a circus when you were a child and you remember it being really joyful. Maybe you have, fun with your friends and it feels really joyful. Just write down, name some experiences that you remember having in the past that brought you that feeling. And if you don't have any, then come up with some experiences that you believe would bring you that feeling if you were to have them. So if you're manifesting something, if you're manifesting a specific person because you think having a specific person in your life would bring you joy, write down an experience that you would have with them. And just sort of mine your imagination. You're going on an an exploration of your imagination, and you are looking for what would bring you joy, or insert the emotion that you're interested in exploring. It doesn't have to be joy. That's just the example that we're using. And just explore it as much as you can. Now, after you've done this step, the next step is deciding, is there anything of this mining that I've done? Is there anything of this exploring that I've done that I want to choose to be a focus point for me? So a focus point is something that you bring to mind over and over again throughout your day. I mean, it doesn't have to be constant, but it's just like whenever it comes to mind, whenever your manifestation comes to mind, you bring this focus point feeling, and maybe it's just a word. Maybe it's one of those experiences that you've already had and you can tie it to the manifestation that you want. Maybe it's an experience that you haven't had yet. But you're going to go through these steps, and that is going to train your focus on this feeling that you want to experience more of in your life. And so I know you've heard this example if you've been in any kind of manifestation community for very long. But if you haven't, there's, this example that gets used quite often about the moment you decide that you want a certain type of car, you start seeing that car everywhere. Or when a certain type of car catches your attention, and you're talking about it with a friend or something, that type of car suddenly is in your world. You see it everywhere. And that's because you've kind of primed your mind to see it. Your brain has now been primed to pick up on seeing something where maybe in the past it hasn't been. And that's what you're doing with this exercise. And only you're doing it with an emotion that you've chosen that you want to experience more of. So that's just the exercise. Thank you so much for listening, and may you manifest exactly what you want.